Turn the lights down, open the feed. Here comes the war show, rendered in HD. 159. Whoa! Yeah! You see the post at midnight, big letters on the glass, with 5 Iranian ships, like a trophy from the past. Left side says Obama, Biden in the rain, boat still on the water, nothing much has changed. Right side says Trump, sunbeams through the blue, ships down on the ocean floor, like a dream he sold to you. But the picture is painted, pixels in a parade, no smoke in the harbor, no proof in the waves. He calls it strength, he calls it clear, he smiles at the numbers while the sirens disappear, and the talking heads cheer, and the flags start to spin, and the screen gets brighter as the walls cave in. Peace on the table, fire in the room, everybody claps while the dark gets tuned. Say it loud, say it clean, who pays the price when war looks like a meme? Nobody bleeds on screen, nobody cries in the sea. Perfect victory, shiny and clean. Nobody bleeds on screen. 159, put it up in gold. 159, let the story be sold. You see ships in the deep, they see homes full of dust. He calls it power, they call it us. Nobody bleeds on screen. Nobody bleeds on screen. Now the Lego cameras roll, plastic flags in plastic hands, tiny men at tiny desks, moving tiny promised lands. A golden stage is glowing, a blue sea looks divine, a toy ship sinks in silence, everybody loves the sign. But cut to the city, cold hospital light, a mother holds a number, not a headline, not a fight. The power goes missing, the water runs thin, the windows are shattered, the dust comes in. He posts the ocean, they search the stone, he counts the ships, they count who never came home. AI makes the sea look pretty, war makes people disappear. That is the magic trick, baby, that is the souvenir. And the quiet gets louder and the truth gets small, and the men with the microphones never mention it all. Talks in the open, moves in the shade, peace gets a slogan, pain gets delayed. They call it pressure, they call it nerve, but tell me, brother, who does the scoreboard serve? Nobody bleeds on screen, nobody cries in the sea. Perfect victory, shiny and clean. Nobody bleeds on screen. 159, put it up in gold. 159, let the story be sold. He sees ships in the deep, they see beds in the hall. He calls it winning, they call it a wall. Nobody bleeds on screen. Nobody bleeds on screen. There is a silence behind the noise. There is a button behind the voice. There is a child under the stairs. There is a father still standing there. There is a nurse with no sleep left. There is a name held in one breath. There is a room that used to be warm. There is a life after the storm, and somewhere above it the image still shines. A perfect blue ocean, a perfect punchline. No broken doors, no hospital floors, no faces at all. Just ships, just scores. That's how you sell it, that's how you grin, make death look clean, then call it a win. Nobody bleeds on screen. because the people were cropped out.